iPhone 14, all the rumors and leaks so far. Here, what we know so far about the rumors iPhone 14. The iPhone 14 rumors are picking up, and the Apple new iPhone could bring the biggest chance in year. The leaks so far point to a sleeker new design and faster A16 Bionic chip, and a sharper new main 48MP camera for a iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max. The regular iPhone 14 Pro line-up could get a shake-up too, and the mini is expected to be killed in favor of a new 6.7 inches iPhone 14 Max. But we are also worried that the iPhone 14 could be quite boring compared to the Pros. Open in new tab. It may offer a very similar design and possibly even last year A15 Bionic chip. Check out our iPhone 14 with iPhone 14 Pro. Open in new tab comparison for a lowdown on the biggest rumor difference, and take a look at our iPhone 14 with iPhone 11. Open in new tab comparison to see what upgrade could be in store. Here what we have here so far about the iPhone 14, why it figure is to be one of the biggest Apple product of 2022. What we would like to see from the new flagship. If you want more info just on the Pro lineup, check out our dedicated iPhone 14 Pro hub. iPhone 14 latest rumor updated 6 July. Ming Chi Q just tipped that the iPhone 14 Pro will get an exclusive upgraded chip while the iPhone 14 won't. Here a closer look at how Apple Falls phone will differ in our iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Max comparison. Mark Gurman has once again claimed that iPhone 14 won't get a chip upgraded and the Mac could be blamed. Take a look at our iPhone 14 vs iPhone 11. Open in new tab comparison to see what updated could be in store. iPhone 14 possible release date and price. Going by all the rumors so far, we reckon September 13 will be launch date of the iPhone 14 range. After that, we can expect pre-order of the iPhone 14 range to go live the Friday after the Apple event September 16, with the phone being released a week later, likely on Friday September 23. They would be 10 days after the rumored Apple event. As for price, somewhat reliable leaker Apple Pro has claimed 3 of the 4 iPhone 14 model are tipped for a price hike. The standard iPhone 14 is expected to stick as $7.99, and the iPhone 14 Max is tipped to cost $8.99, but the iPhone 14 Pro might hit $1.99, which is a $100 hike over $9.99 iPhone 13 Pro. The iPhone 14 Pro Max may see a similar increase, with it hitting $1.199 iPhone 14 design. According to the Jones processor, his front page tech video, the iPhone 14 will look like an iPhone 12 across an iPhone 4. It will stick with flat edge, but those edge could include a mute button and a group of rounded button for volume center, harking back to the iPhone 4. The side of the iPhone 14 could be made out of titanium, which could make it tougher and stronger than the previous iPhones. And the back would retain the glass finish, but seemingly with a retain like finish. Some schematic that show iPhone 14 Pro model with the raised camera array being even bigger on the iPhone 14 Pro, and Ming Chi Q claiming that a larger model is needed to house a 48MP camera. It doesn't look likely the standard iPhone 14 will get a set of cameras flush with its real panel. iPhone 14 Touch ID. One of the most significant change for the iPhone 14 over its predecessors would be the return of Touch ID only rather than the integrating into a power button. It would supposedly be embedded under the iPhone 14's display, much like a lot of fingerprint sensor on the best Android phone advertisement. But with iOS 15.4, Apple has made it so that Face ID can recognize legitimate users even when they are wearing a mask. It works remarkably well, meaning Apple may have bypassed the need for Apple fingerprints centric biometric iPhone 14 cameras. We are starting to hear some more about the iPhone 14's camera, and the rumors are getting pretty interesting. One report from iPhone analyst Ming Chi Q tipped a 48MP main sensor for iPhone 14 Pro model. It would be a big jump from the 12MP camera on the iPhone 13. One Apple patent point to the Apple working on a periscope style zoom camera, open in new tab which could make a way into the iPhone 14 or at the latest Pro model. Ming Chi Q now says that periscope Apple camera won't appear until the iPhone 14 in 2022. iPhone 14 space battery life and charging. A sort of rumor thus far have iPhone 14 tipped to stick with the A15 Bionic chip, while the iPhone 14 Pro model are expected to get a new A16 chip. In the latest tip, Goodman Marks claimed that the chip disparity will stem from the fact that Apple is focusing its effort on M series Apple Silicon chip for the latest Mac machine. Ming Chi Q has thrown its weight behind the chip rumors, adding that the Apple plan to ship more iPhone 14 Pro models than the standard iPhone 14s. Q also says that all four iPhone 14 model will have 6 GB RAM, a boost from 4 GB on the iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 mini. The base model will use LPDDR4X RAM like the current iPhone 13 range. The Pro model will allegedly get faster than more efficient LPDDR5 RAM. On the storage type, we would expect Apple to continue with the option it has for the iPhone 13 range. We start at 128 GB and go up to 1 TB or the Pro model. iPhone 14 software. Assuming Apple stick to the pattern it is used for the better part of the decade, the iPhone 14 will launch with a new version of Apple iOS software where it is arrived in the fall. We are currently on iOS 15, the next version in all but certain to be iOS 16 advertisement. We know what feature to expect on the iPhone 14 after Apple review of iOS 16. You will be able to download a public beta of iOS 16 this month if you want to early glimpse at the features slated for a iPhone 14's. iPhone 14's vs iPhone 14 Pro. Based on all the rumors so far, it looked like the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max it could on the leaks. We say that because only the pros are once again expected to offer telephone photo zooms and but also because of new iPhone Pro are tipped offer in display touch ID which would trade to notch for the punch hole display. iPhone 14 Pro model will reported get a much sharper main camera at 48 MP which could be higher than the 12 MP shooted expected for the regular iPhone 14. The iPhone 14 Pro might be powered by the A16 Bionic Silicon and the iPhone 14 is rumored to have the year-old A15 Bionic chip power. See our iPhone 14 with iPhone 14 Pro comparison for one of the rumored difference. Analyst Jeff Wu believed that Apple could give all the four iPhone 14 model 120Hz display this time around and all four could feature 6 GB of RAM.